Hey, so real quick, I wanted to touch base on a couple things. MTHFR, adrenal fatigue, allergies, inflammation, all the things, because there's some important things that I have just even started to realize that are really cool. So I am going to get a little bit into the science, but I want you to understand why it's so key and so important. So you see with MTHFR and adrenal fatigue and a lot of things that people like anemia really affects it, or low thyroid function. And so what you have to do is address the underlying cause, not the symptom, very strategically. I'm gonna look at my notes because I wanna remember this. I wanna make sure I remember all the things I wrote down. So fatigue, the reason you have the adrenal glands involved in this is because adrenal glands respond to all kinds of stress. It makes cortisol, it makes adrenaline, and methylation, the way the body uses B vitamins. Look that up, do some research, because it's amazing, and you need that to be functioning or assisting it in functioning well. So fatigue is basically an indication of the body is depleted because it's been exposed to stressors. And we'll get into what the stressors are later. So you'll see a lot of times people with adrenal issues, they'll have low cortisol in the morning, so they will be exhausted in the morning, and they have high cortisol at night and they can't fall asleep. And so you feel tired all the time. So the stressors are, whether it's mental, emotional, or physical, the job of the adrenal glands is to constantly adapt to the stress that you're being exposed to. And so as you're exposed, adrenaline and cortisol starts to move away from optimal and starts to either go high or too low, or it just starts to spike. And you have adrenal distress. And so this is where the methylation is super important. And methylfolate is needed to produce what's called SAMe. And I want you to think of it like a spinach. You know, when you take in spinach, it's naturally high in folate. Well, your body takes it into what's called the methylation system to create methylfolate. It methylates it itself. Your body's amazing. God designed it so well. So as your body takes it from nutrients and vitamins, or however you're getting it, and it goes through this methylation process. Then it also, that methylfolate is used to produce what's called SAMe. SAMe is used to create and eliminate adrenaline. Hello. So when you don't have enough methylfolate, which if you have an MTHFR gene mutation, and especially if you have two together, it's not operating optimally. So then you're gonna have higher adrenaline and lower. You'll see like people, a lot of times they'll go from 0 to 60, but really what's been happening is that cortisol has been building, and all of a sudden it maxes out, and then they have a hard time even coming down off of that. They're like, I'm not really even angry anymore. So that's a cool key. So there's enzymes also that break down serotonin and dopamine, and this requires methylation and that SAMe we were talking about to work well. So that affects two things: your mood and your energy. Okay, I want you to start seeing some trends, or if you feel like this is you. So at the same time, histamine levels, and that is huge for inflammation, increase because there's not enough SAMe to help get the things that are supposed to be getting out that are now causing inflammation. So now you're more susceptible to allergy responses, which creates more fatigue. Do you notice? Tiredness. So you have allergies, leaky gut, anemia, balanced blood sugar, low thyroid, nutritional needs, SNPs, which are other genetic factors involved, cortisol, MTHFR, infections like Lyme, mold, heavy metal toxicities, and different things like that. So you need to create, you're like, what do I do? You need to create a strategic plan to help address all systems that are interrelated together. And you're gonna help them work through a process. So number one, you need to get cortisol under control before you can address the MTHFR, the methylation process. And because cortisol dictates your digestion, your immune system response, your nervous system, and your hormones. And also you want to be working on diet changes, food sensitivities. You want to do healing leaky gut, decrease inflammation, and optimize the microbiome. This is why I love Plexus, because it addresses inflammation, balanced blood sugar, and gut health synergistically and simultaneously together, which is amazing, the effect that that can have on the body to start to bring everything into balance. So after you do number one, balance your blood sugar, and you start to work on healing your gut, second, you're gonna bring in your methylated vitamin. That's gonna help start produce the right amount of things that I mentioned earlier in the video that your body needs to help, because cortisol gets methylated out. If that's not working, you're gonna have a lot of stress hormones just hanging out in your body, causing inflammation. So what do you do to start to feel better? You gotta support the energy levels by that balanced blood sugar. It helps the adrenal glands recover and the methylation cycle to actually function better. Then you're going to support adrenal glands and methylation cycle with vitamins. Hold on. With vitamin B's, methylfolate, electrolytes. You can also use some herbs to support it, but electrolytes are huge, those essential minerals. Sorry. And then once you're ready to start addressing the MTHFR mutations and the methylation, you're gonna start on a low dose. If you know you have MTHFR, sorry about the noise. Hey girls, hold on. And you're gonna start low and increase. One cool thing to have on the side is niacin, and you're gonna wanna do a lot of research on this because it's so important. Hey girls, all right. Anyways, we're just gonna power through. So you're gonna notice how you feel and you're gonna journal about it. So this is really gonna be key in helping, hey baby, wait. And so this is gonna be huge in just helping you feel better. All right, gotta go, bye.